In the heart of India, spiritual journey to Varanasi, experiences and reflections along the sacred banks of the Ganges. Varanasi, also known as Kashi or Benares, is a city located on the banks of the Ganges in northern India. Considered the oldest holy city in the world, Varanasi is a pilgrimage site for Hindus for thousands of years. The city is a microcosm of Indian culture and spirituality, where life and death intertwine in an eternal dance. My journey to Varanasi was a life-changing experience. I had always wanted to visit this holy city, and finally, my dream came true. Upon arrival, I was immediately overwhelmed by the mystical and vibrant atmosphere of the place. The incessant sound of temple bells, the scent of incense, and the chanting of mantras created an atmosphere of deep spirituality. One of the most memorable experiences of my trip was the Ganga Aarti. At dawn, I joined thousands of pilgrims on the riverbanks to witness this religious ceremony. Devotees offered flowers, incense, and candles to the Ganges, praying for the purification of the body and soul. The sight of the sun rising over the river as people sang and prayed was truly breathtaking. Varanasi is famous for its ghats, the staircases that lead to the river. Each ghat has its own story and religious significance. I visited some of the most famous ghats, including Dashashwamedh Ghat, Manikarnika Ghat, and Harishchandra Ghat. At Manikarnika Ghat, I witnessed the cremations of the deceased. The sight of funeral pyres burning on the banks of the Ganges was a touching experience that made me reflect on life and death. I spent several hours meditating on the banks of the Ganges. The sound of the flowing river and the atmosphere of peace and tranquility helped me find a deep connection with myself and the divine. My journey to Varanasi was a profoundly enriching experience. I had the opportunity to learn about a millennia-old culture and spirituality, and to firsthand experience the Hindu devotion to the Ganges. I also had the chance to reflect on life, death, and the meaning of our journey on Earth. Varanasi has a millennia-old history dating back to the 6th century BC. The city is mentioned in various ancient texts, including the Rig Veda, the Upanishads, and the Mahabharata. Varanasi has been an important center of culture and learning for centuries, and was also the capital of several Indian kingdoms. Varanasi is a sacred city for Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. For Hindus, the Ganges is a sacred river that purifies the body and soul. The city is also considered the abode of Shiva, one of the most important deities of Hinduism. Varanasi has more than 80 ghats, which are staircases that lead to the river Ganges. Each ghat has its own story and religious significance. The ghats are used for pujas, religious ceremonies, the cremation of the deceased, and for bathing in the river. The Ganges is the most important river in India. It is considered a sacred river by Hindus and other Indian religions. The Ganges originates in the Himalayas and flows for over 2,500 kilometers before emptying into the Bay of Bengal. The river is a source of life for millions of people who live along its course. My journey to Varanasi was an unforgettable experience. I had the opportunity to learn about a unique culture and spirituality, and to firsthand experience the Hindu devotion to the Ganges. I also had the chance to reflect on life, death, and the meaning of our journey on Earth. If you have the chance to visit Varanasi, I recommend doing so. It is a magical place that will stay in your heart forever. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel to support our work.